You're listening to the new WCEG Network on WCEGTalkRadio.com. Watch us live on your smart TV on the YouTube on WCEG Network. I'm Wardell Richardson, your host right here on WCEGWood The Hollywood of the South for the next hour. We're your worldwide empowerment group where we speak life into the community. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and on Instagram at WCEG_talk_radio. That's WCEG_talk_radio and WCEG Network. That's WCEG Network. Last but not least, the topics and opinions are those of the show host and guests and not those of WCEG Network. Thanks for your continued support. I am Wardell Richardson here again for the last show of 2021. And you know, I had to go out with a bang. You know what I mean? So my guest that's going to be coming up, man, he's doing some amazing things. I can't wait to bring him on. But before I bring him on, just give a few updates. All right. First, if you have not, and I talk about this every time I start my show, go out and support your boy. I have movies on Amazon, on Tubi, on YouTube. It's everywhere. Make sure you go and check out the 30-Day Rules, a romantic comedy. I've been getting a lot of reviews about that, and I've gotten an award for doing that movie. So make sure you go and check that out. A romantic comedy. It is hilarious. You don't want to miss out on that. Also, check out Addiction by Subtraction, a psychological film, Greed, an action film, and Flesh, which is another action film. Make sure you check those out. Support your boy. You know what I mean? And the hit movie that has been sweeping across the country. I've had to go and do sessions and stuff in other states and everything based off of this movie. The Last Time. It's a domestic violence film. It is now airing on Vios. It's an app called Vios, VIOOZ. Go and check that out. You can go on there and download it. It's only $4.99. It's a movie you don't want to miss. And when you see it, please understand it's just a movie. It's not me. It is just a movie. And I have to make that because people be calling me, man, what you doing? Hey, it's part of my job. It's part of my job. You know what I mean? Somebody got to do it. So I was happy to do it. It was a very fun project. It was a very hard project, and I love challenges. So make sure you go and check it out. The Last Time. Also check out A Killing Secret. It's airing right now on Amazon. It's winning awards all across LA. Shout out to Sheena Herod, who is the person who created this project. I directed it. It was one of my biggest directing debut project with some amazing people in it. Blue Kimball for short, and he's doing amazing things over in LA. He's racking up on all type of TV shows. I'm gonna have to bring him on at some point. But make sure you go and check out A Killing Secret. It's definitely a movie you don't want to miss. It's a huge twist. You think you're looking at one thing, and you may be seeing something else. So I'm just saying, go and check it out. You're gonna love it. Now, on December the 7th at 7:30 p.m., we will be premiering Welcome to the Friend Zone. And I am very excited about this project. I worked hard on this. In fact, when we shot this project, I was sick and they was bringing me chai tea. I couldn't even talk, but I pushed through it and this film came out amazing. It is winning awards all the way through film festival circuit. It is called Welcome to the Friend Zone. It will be at the historic Midtown Plaza Theater at 1049 Ponce de Leon Avenue, Atlanta, Georgia, 30306. To go get tickets, go to Eventbrite on the Black Excellence Film Series Midtown Plaza Theater premiere. It was a finalist in the Urban Media Makers Festival. It was a winner in the Black Film Festival ATL for Best Actor and winner in the Black Film Festival ATL for Best Romantic Comedy. So make sure you go and check that out. We will be premiering it on December the 7th at 7:30 p.m. once again at the historic Midtown Plaza Theater. And before I move on to my guest, I have to bring this up because when this happened, I didn't have a show going. This is the first show I did after this event, but the Ahmaud Arbery trial. I just wanted to say, because a lot of people have been talking to me about it, the 3 men were convicted, and they will be definitely serving some time in jail. They were found guilty for murder, and one of them got 9 of the convictions. The other one got 8, and the other one got 5. So with that being said, a lot of people talk to me about this. Yes, we won, but it still ain't the end. We still got a long way to go. It's still it's like we win one, we lose the next. It's a continued cycle. And the only way we can do better in this, in my opinion, is we need to get more Black judges. We need to get more Black attorneys. We need to get people of color in power. That's what's going to help us turn this whole situation around. And until that happens, we're going to keep seeing this horrible situation happen constantly. And there is no reason why that trial sheet even went that long with what happened and all the evidence they have behind the case. But yet and still, they went through it. We won. I'm very happy about that, but it's still not over. So with that being said, I just want to say, that, we still have a long way to go, but I am very happy about that trial. It definitely was deserving for that family to get the relief that they did. They suffered a lot. And when you innocently murder somebody, it's no reason behind it. It's no point. It shouldn't even be a trial. You just should go to jail. Like, it's plain and simple, But this is the world we live in. This is what we have to go through, and this is what we have to deal with. So with that being said, I'm happy about the results, but we still got a long way to go. Now, with that being said, I had to get that out. I want to get back to what we're here for today. So I've been in this industry a good 11, 12, 13 years. I can't even remember. I've done so much and been involved with so much. And one of the people I met a long time ago was this guy that's on here right now, Nasir Rahim. Man, this joker is one of the most phenomenal actors in the business. And lately, I've been saying, he's been posting how he's been getting roles after roles after roles. I'm like, man, I would just smile. Like, I just love to see us making it and achieving our dreams and everything. And I know this brother been working real hard. So I want to introduce to you guys my man, Nasir Rahim. What's up, bro?
What up,
boy? What's poppin', man?
Hey, life, man, the grind. You know how it go.
No doubt, man. I appreciate you for coming on. I know you're a busy man, and like I was just saying, bro, you are doing it, man. And I just love to see us winning, man. It's just been a long time coming, and you've been working hard at it, man.
Yeah,
so congratulations.
I appreciate that. First up, before I get started, I just want to say I appreciate you and your crew for having me on. I'm humbled by the invitation, brother.
No doubt, man. I had to bring you on. It's like, man, my man doing it over there. So like, I want everybody to know. And so I wanted to bring out the last show of the year out with a bang. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who's making it and doing some things. So we're going to get right into it. Can you give us a little bit about, where you grew up at? And if you didn't grow up here, where did you come from? And a little history about yourself.
Okay, cool. So I'm from East Orange, New Jersey. I moved to Columbus, Georgia, some years in my teen years. Went to school there. Ended up coming to Atlanta. I was in a music singing group called From Above, and we had a production deal. So I moved from Columbus to Atlanta, and so when I got to Atlanta, it didn't work out because they was getting into the strip club and lost focus.
Hey, Atlanta is the place for that, man. You come up here, you get lost. If you don't control yourself, you're gonna get lost in it.
Yeah, but see, I moved here with my girl. You know what I'm saying? At the time, my girl, and so I was locked down. You feel me? So I couldn't do what they was doing.
I got you.
So that's what brought me to Atlanta, and I started the acting because I did acting when I was in elementary school. I played Martin Luther King. So I started back acting, doing background work, and then I started back, doing roles and stuff like that. So that's how I got back into it.
Okay, gotcha. Now you said you was in a singing group. Now, what you
Yeah,
said the name of the singing group was?
from above.
From Above. So, so was y'all like on that romantic vibe, that
Yeah,
hard
yeah,
hip
yeah.
hop stuff? Like,
It was pretty smooth, man. It was an R&B group, you know. We
okay,
sing to the ladies,
okay,
you know. Panties
okay.
dropping the whole nine.
So, so what happened to the group, man? Why y'all? I mean, I know you saying they got caught up in the strip club thing, but what happened? Like, why did
Yeah,
y'all?
no. So when everybody moved to Atlanta, we did, go meet the producer. We had sessions with the producer, but like I said, they wanted to go to the strip club, and they
Mhm.
wasn't really focused the way they needed to be focused. So
Right,
because
right.
they wasn't focused, the group just disbanded.
Got you, got
Yeah,
you. Do you find that happening to a lot? I find that happening to a lot of groups.
yeah, a lot of
Like,
groups, man. Because the thing is, the egos too. You know,
yeah,
the egos play
yeah.
a part. So, and it was a lot of, we had a couple of egos in our group. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't one of them. You know what I'm saying? But it was two dudes that was in it. It was four of us. And
Okay.
two of the dudes, you couldn't tell them nothing, man.
Were they like, or was it like they were the lead singers, or was everybody given a chance to be the lead singer?
Everybody sung lead. Everybody.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So I could tell where the problem was gonna come then.
Yeah.
All right, so you had the singing group. Now, at what point did you said you got into the acting field?
Okay, so when I was in elementary school, I was in drama class. And the drama teacher was like, Nasir, we want you to play Martin Luther King. I mean, from being in
Oh, that's a
class,
big role. Yeah.
it was a big role. And so from being in the class, and doing different skits with the class, she knew that I was capable of doing it. And I think I was like I think I was like in the 8th grade, probably ninth or 10th. Well, no, not the 8th grade. No, I want to say I was in like maybe 6th grade. Yeah, 6th grade,
Okay.
man. But
Okay.
so I played Martin Luther King, man, and the response I got from the crowd was crazy. I was like, hey, check it. My mom and dad was in the audience, and they were so proud, man. And so from
Yeah.
that day forward, I just got the bug.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that's what started for me, man. I was in theater and I didn't know what I was doing. And I met so many people in the industry at that time, but I didn't know what I was doing. But I got a great response, and that was it. Like, I said, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life.
yeah, yeah.
So you got in, you was in school, you did it was a stage play, right?
It was
That you
stage
got
play.
into. Now
Yeah.
now I know that you were big in the theater circuit for a while. Are you
Yeah.
still big in that, or are you mostly on film now?
The thing is, man, I love theater because it's instant gratification.
Right, right.
You feel appreciated then. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
it's a good tool, man, to keep your skills sharp.
it
You know what
is.
I'm saying? Like right now, I'm so hungry for a stage play, it's unreal. You know what I'm saying? Because I
Right,
want to be on stage, but because I'm in the realm that I'm in now, the stage plays that are here in like the Atlanta area mostly,
right.
they're not union. You know what I'm saying? And
Okay,
I
right.
can only do union work now. So that will
Okay.
kind of mess me up with that. So yeah, but I love stage, man. I love it. That's my first love.
Yeah. See, I figured that because I know you've done a lot of stage plays, man. Since I know you, you have been doing stage
Yeah.
plays, and it takes. I tell people all the time, if you want to get in this business, start off in stage first because that's not an easy thing to get to conquer. And
Yeah.
plus it teaches you a lot about yourself.
Yeah, it does, man. A stage is a beast, man. It's a beast.
It
Yeah.
is. So you've also worked behind the scenes on a
Mhm.
lot of projects. How do you feel about that? Like, do you feel like because I know in film, I know you've done sound and all kind of stuff, and I've been on sets and stuff when you was doing all that.
Yeah.
How do you like that more than film, or do you like being in front of the camera or behind the camera more?
You know what, man? Being honest with you, Wardell, I love behind the camera, bro. I really, really do. But at the end of the day, the front, giving the world what God has presented me with is more, satisfying for me. But I love directing, man. I love it. When I started the film company, I had to learn all the aspects of film, right?
Right,
So
right.
you got the sound, you got the production part, you got the directing part, you got all these little variables, right? And you got to learn all of it. So because I had a film company, and the film, I'm a professional person, right? I consider myself a professional person, right? I don't play games when it comes to other people's films.
Right.
So, people figure that out and they want to call you in to do sound. So
Right.
at one point I was doing a lot of sound, a lot of
Yeah.
sound. And I had to remind myself that it's cool to do sound, but it ain't cool to do sound because that's not what I really do. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? When I was doing it, it was because I was doing it for my film. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So, but
Okay.
I like all aspects, but the directing part, man, I really, really love. Yeah, the behind the
Okay.
scenes. Yeah.
Yeah. So do you feel like today, because I know for us, and I mean us as Black people,
Yeah.
it was a lot harder in the past to get enrolled and get, jobs in film than it is today. Do you feel the same? Do you think the industry has changed a lot and given Black people more opportunity?
I think the industry has changed because a lot of Blacks like us are creating our own content.
Amen to that.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why
Yeah.
it's more opportunity. You feel me? So
Right.
that's how I look at it. And because I mean I do get, booked, but at the end of the day, it's not really compared to the other races that are getting booked.
Exactly.
You know what
I
I'm
feel
saying?
you on that.
Yeah.
It's been an interesting form of change when it comes to this industry. Because not only that, I think now your social media presence is important in
Mhm.
film. They go and look at that. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about the way that it's changed from now? It seems like the more popular you are, because I've seen some people who got in some roles that they just
Bruh.
got some good popularity. How do you feel about that?
I don't knock nobody's hustle, but I work hard, bro. And
Yeah,
so I can't say that it's not a hurtful feeling to see somebody with just popularity get put on something so big when you work so
yeah,
hard along with other actors that have been in class and training and they're not getting that opportunity. I mean, it hurts. I can't lie and say it don't. But like I
yeah,
said, that's their blessing. And so I don't knock their hustle. I just don't.
yeah. I think I agree with what you're saying. It is a stretch because when I see that, I'm just like, gosh, man, all because they got
Yeah.
50,000, 100,000 followers. But I get where the marketing team would say, okay, we need to bring them on because
They
that
got these
fan base
people.
is going to get them attention.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And that's gonna help the film, sell tickets or whatever. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I get that. So being in this industry and dealing with a lot of different aspects of it, what do you deem your greatest challenge was?
My greatest challenge in the business,
Right.
uh, my greatest challenge, man, was overcoming fear, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, overcoming fear. I learned a lot about the fear aspect of the game, man, because that's what stops a lot of people from achieving their goals. The fear.
Yeah. What has been the one thing that feared you the most about the industry?
Um, Starting late, you know, um, because see, your mindset, it tells you it might be too late for you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And so, but it really ain't, man, because at the end of the day, it's people that are old, way older, you know what I'm saying, that
Yeah.
has been successful. It's all about the grind, man. Just keep going, but that it's always that thing in the back of your head. I call mine F boy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I ain't gonna cuss on the show, but F boy, man, he plays a really big part in stopping me from getting to where I would desire to go. But you have to conquer it. You have to conquer them, man. If you don't, then you're gonna be stuck where you at.
That is true. That's very true.
Yeah.
One of the biggest fears for myself was me. I was always worried about what people gonna think about me if I did certain roles.
Yeah.
And once I got out of my own way,
Yeah.
the doors kind of open. So I
Yeah.
think for a lot of people, that is something, to play the bad guy or, to do a role and not feel like you're not really giving it your all, but other people see it and they just like, oh man, you killed that.
Yeah.
It's hard to just judge yourself
Yeah. I know how that go. I know how that go.
How do you feel about that? Like, do you judge yourself? Like when you do a movie, do you go back and watch yourself and be like, oh man,
You know
maybe I could
what?
have did this?
We always gonna judge ourselves, but I'm not
Mm-hmm.
so hard on myself because I know I went there and I gave it my all, 100%. So I don't look at it as if, oh man, dang, that was messed up. I did that wrong. I don't never do that. But we always got that little voice in the back of our head, like, man, I could have probably did that different. You feel me?
Yeah.
But when you in the moment of the scene, that's what it was supposed to be. You feel
Right.
me? So I don't judge it like that.
Okay. Okay. So what the in saying that, what has been your biggest success that you feel like you've had thus far in this industry?
I would say, man, create my own film company, man, and doing my first film. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? That was my success. You know what I'm saying? As far as my personal success within the film industry, you know what I'm saying? That was my success. Complete my first film, man. That was big to me. That was really big to me,
Yeah.
bro. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't wait to hear that feeling, bro. I can't wait to
Yeah.
get that feeling.
Hey, look, it's a beautiful feeling, man. I mean, because you've been around for a while, you know what I'm saying? And we worked on other people's projects. And when you
Yeah.
do your own project, man, it's like a whole nother door opens. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
I see that. I see that with a lot of people in the industry when they do their own projects. You know, it's everybody look at them a little different. The doors
Mhm.
open, like you said. So, what kind of success have you seen with from other aspects of the industry when you after you did your first movie?
Just having a lot of connections, you know what I'm saying? Dealing with a lot of people
Hmm.
that are in the industry and just getting knowledge. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That's what's important to me, the knowledge. That way, when I do my next film, I'm very well versed in what's supposed to be done, as opposed to trying to figure it out, you know what I'm saying, on your own.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
the connections for me, connections definitely.
Right. And I agree with you on the knowledge. So, how important is it for you? Because a lot of people don't understand this. You never stop learning in this film industry. And for yourself, do you still go to class and take classes, or do you, do you feel like, hey, I'm doing my thing, I'm good?
No, you talking about as far as the acting aspect of the game?
Correct.
Yeah, no, man. I stay in class, man. Like,
Right.
man, I gotta stay in class because class is what's important to me to help me to grow even more. Um, I actually was teaching a skill builder class over the summer for the Chubbuck technique. And
Okay.
I had like 13 students in my class, man. I was teaching the class for like the whole, the summertime. And she asked me to teach it. And while I'm teaching the class, you still refreshing yourself.
You talking about Jonna?
Jonah Johnson, yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah, she had
interviewed her
me,
before.
yeah, man. She had me come on and teach the skill builder class. And basically that's a prerequisite of the Chubbuck technique. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? You have to take that class before you can even venture off into the advanced class. You feel me? So
Yeah.
it was a beautiful thing, man. I love giving back, man, and sowing seeds. And I think that's one of the main reasons why I've been booking the way I've been booking.
And I've been wanting to get into I've been wanting to learn the Chubbuck technique.
Yeah,
I told John I was gonna do it, so I'm definitely gonna make a point in
do it,
2022,
do it,
beginning of the year. I'm getting right into that because I
do
gotta
it.
get that class, man. I've
It's
seen,
deep.
yeah, and that's what I need. I want to get. When it comes to film, man, the more roles you get, the deeper sometimes those roles become, and you just want to pull everything you got out, and it's hard. It's hard when still haven't really touched that inner soul part of yourself yet.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
get it. That Chubba technique is supposed to pull that out, and I'm looking forward to doing it.
yeah.
But I didn't know that you taught that. I had no idea.
Yeah, I taught it the whole summer. Actually, I actually just stopped last month. I was getting busy. I told John I was getting real busy. But she said she's gonna have me sub whenever I'm available or whatever when she's not there.
Yeah, because she's
So
the only one that do it on the East Coast, right?
she's the only one that's certified on the East Coast. Yes.
Man, that's huge.
Yeah.
That is huge.
Yeah.
All right, so now you've gotten cast for BMF. And I've seen that that's been the news all over social media, everywhere. How is it being a part of BMF?
BMF was cool, man. It was cool, man, because I made a lot of connections there, bro. A lot of connections. And to me, the making the connections are more important to me because that's going to be the everlasting thing that keeps you, going. You feel me? So,
Right.
making the connections for me was a huge thing, and meeting the director, the production team, everybody, so that was what was important to me. And it was a beautiful thing to be on set with, like 50,
Yeah.
Tasha, because they
Yeah.
off the chain. They off the chain. Them two together, they off the chain. Yeah.
And so, and you know what, man, I've met some great people in this industry, some definitely some celebs, but one of the people I've always wanted to work with, because he's doing some major thing in TV right now, is 50 Cent. So the fact that you got to work with him, man, that's pretty dope.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Now, do you still plan to do your own stuff as well, or you focus more so on getting cast for other bigger film projects?
So the thing is, man, I was supposed to finish up a project of mine. It's called Blue Arc. It was a vampire joint. But I just got so busy, man, with life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With life. And this year right here has been so busy for me.
Right.
Last year, I mean, in 2019 when COVID hit, then you had COVID all 2020. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just life, man. You know what I'm saying? And then it take money, bro. Like it take money to do the type of film that I'm trying to do. It's because it's a series.
Yeah.
It's a series. And my thing is, after I finish In the Demons, I can't go back and do some subpar type stuff. You feel me?
Right. Yeah.
So because that wouldn't be cool. So in order to do it the way I need to do it, it's going to take a crazy budget.
Right.
Yeah.
And yeah, I get that, man. I'm working on a TV series myself, so I definitely understand how that budget thing goes.
Yeah. Especially when you're doing it by yourself.
Right. And you're trying to make a name for yourself, because that's what's going to bring the money. The bigger your name get, the more people want to, invest in you. So
yes, sir.
It's a hard industry in that part of it. Now, if somebody was to call you and say, man, I got the role of a lifetime for you, and it's a role that you've been wanting to do the entire time you've been in this industry, what role would that be?
You know what, man? A schizophrenic.
Okay.
That's schizophrenic. Different. Yeah, definitely a schizophrenic, man. I'm interested in playing something like that. Something just totally opposite of what I've already played,
Yeah.
You get the bad guy, and I learned to love my what do they call it? The role that they see you as. It's on the tip of my tongue.
The role that they see you as.
Yeah, so like you play the bad guy all the time, but I learned to love that type of work because that's typecast.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love to learn it. I learned to love that type of work is because that's what they see you as. So that's what the majority of stuff that you'll be doing. You know what I'm saying? But lately, it's been venturing off to other things other than what I've normally been seen as. You see?
Right.
So it's the industry is crazy. That's crazy. But
it's all about what they looking for, man. Like you just never know what they really looking for. I've seen people go out and audition for a role where they looking for a light skinned get a kid with dread, and you're a dark skinned guy. You get in and you get the role just because you delivered well, and they go have to go back and change up stuff. So it all depends, man, on what they looking for. Sometimes they value the skill more so than the look.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. And so like I said, I learned to love the typecast, but lately it's been venturing off to other aspects, man, other characters, and I'm like blown away. Like, okay, it might not be just the bad guy or the police. You feel me? So yeah, it's a beautiful thing. Yeah.
Have you gotten some roles yet where you looking at it, it's like, oh, but this is gonna be something?
Yeah, man. Actually, man, I booked. You know, Mike Tyson got a series coming up called Iron on Hulu.
Okay. Yeah.
And about 2 weeks ago, I went to Louisiana and I filmed the role of Louis Farrakhan.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that's gonna be, oh my God, bro. When I got that, I was like, wow, because they loved it, man. They loved it. So
Man.
I was real happy. And you know, that brings back memories for me because I was born and raised in Islam, right? But
Uh-huh.
I gave my life to Christ in '07. And the thing about it is, my father, he was a diehard Muslim, right? He prayed five
Right.
times a day. He was in the Farrakhan. And I remember my father passed away, but I remember, man, me and my father went to see Louis Farrakhan at the Georgia Dome in '96. And so when I got the role, I was like, oh, Pops, it's for you.
I was about to say, Pop's gonna be real
Oh
proud of
man,
you
look,
right now.
bruh, he's smiling down. Trust me when I tell you now, because this role right here, man, it's a beautiful role, man. And I was blessed to get it, man. I really was.
Man, you know, now you just hit on my dream role. My dream role is to play somebody famous, like a
Yeah,
big, you know, like I don't know who that would be, but I would love to play somebody. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because I think
yeah,
that would be the biggest challenge for me when you got to take in their habits and you know try to understand how they talk. You know, if they stutter, you know, you got to try to take in that whole personality. I think that is the most challenging thing to do in this industry.
Hey, look, bro, I was studying like the whole time. I was just like looking at videos, and I was like, man, like, and so I really picked up his mannerisms, his habits, you know, his mannerisms pretty much, and just a lot of stuff, man. That's little, but it's big for him. You feel me?
For him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's the
I really
little
worked on it.
stuff. Yeah.
I loved it, man. It was fun.
And so, what other project? Because I saw that you had done ATL Homicide, Resident. Like you've been doing some things, man. What has been thus far your favorite project that you've done?
So far, Iron, man, Iron. Yeah,
Okay,
The Louis Farrakhan. That was, and I guess because it makes me think of my father. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
because he's not here, I think that's a significant role uh, for me at the time. Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna tell you the biggest role you did that impact me, and when I said, okay, this dude is something special, and that's when we did Flesh, and the girl played by Toya when she got killed,
Uh,
and you cried over her. That
yeah.
scene right there, bro. I was like, oh, bro. Everybody on set was just staring at you like, dude, like you just went in on that scene, man. And I said, oh, this dude right here off the chain.
Yeah. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that. Yeah.
Man, what is it that prepares you for a role that intense? Like when you have to get that deep into yourself, or you start crying. Because I also saw your reel when you was talking to a guy who was your father, and
Mhm.
you turned away from him, and man, you brought on the fireworks, and I was just not. That's one of the hardest things for me is just bringing on them tears and stuff on set.
Yeah.
What is it that you pull from when you have to touch into those type of scenes?
Pain, brother. Pain. I'm hurt. Pain. Nah. What it is, man? Because I've been around and I've seen so much. And when you got, so like I pull from, it's hard to do sometimes because you don't want to go back, but sometimes
Right.
you have to go in dark places, right?
Yeah.
So my mom, she passed. You know what I'm saying? My
Mm-hmm.
mom passed like 20 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
My father passed like maybe 4 years ago. My brother got killed in Atlanta in '92. So I got a lot of
Oh
pain.
wow.
I got a
Yeah.
lot of pain, man. So I got plenty of places to pull from. And
Yeah.
so you just have to put yourself in that mindset to go where you don't want to go.
Right.
And so when I start thinking about those things, man, you know, I only do one at a time. I'm just gonna pick one. You feel me? I'm not gonna pick all three because it'll be just too much. You feel me?
Right, right,
So I'll pick one. I'll figure out which one I'm gonna pick. The one that probably won't have so much impact on me on that day. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah,
Because it still impacts me. You know, so I'll pick one and I'll just pull from it, man, and just go into the scene and just be in the moment at that time.
yeah. Because I don't think people understand, and that's why I like to bring, actors like yourself who are seasoned on the show. Because when people see these films, man, you got 10, 20 people on set with you trying to, the director telling you how to turn, which way you got to be. So in your mind, you thinking of how you got to be, where's the camera, how you got to be positioned, and at the same time pull from and give that emotion that you need to get, and that's when, you really realize how deep it is and how hard it is to be an actor, man. It's not an easy thing.
It's not. It's not. And so that's why I was telling somebody the other day, they think you just going in there and you saying lines, right? But see,
Right.
that's definitely not the case. Like you have to know all aspects. Like, what's your good side? What you know what I'm saying? Are you not looking towards the camera? It's a lot, man. It's just a lot.
It is. Even with a sex scene, like it's the same thing. You got all these people around you. Because I had people ask me man, I mean, does that turn you on? Do you get aroused? I said, it's impossible to. You got like 10, 15 people standing around you.
Exactly.
with cameras. Like, it's
Yeah.
impossible to even, like, I'm so focused on, am I doing it right? Am my position right? Is everything,
Yeah, so I don't know if you've seen Christian Erotica. Did you see that?
I didn't say you was in that.
Yeah, my film company did that. It's called Christian Erotica. It was for Dashan Washington. She wrote a book, and I did her film for her. And I
I
was
got
the
to see
lead.
that, bro.
Yeah, I was the lead, man. And we had a sex scene, bro, where I was simulating oral sex, right?
Right.
Pulling off the panties, the whole thing, right? But everybody was asking me, man, did you get rocked? Did you get rocked? I'm like, no, man, come on, man. This is a business for one. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'm
Right.
very professional. I'm like, I don't even know why you asking me that. And so, but my girl at the time, she was like, man, you was messing with her, weren't you?
Yeah, man.
Because it looks so real. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It looks so
Yeah.
real, but that's our job to make it look real.
Exactly.
But they fail to realize, like you said, it's 10, 15 people in back of us looking. So it's not really as intimate as it looks.
Bro, I'm so glad you touched on that, because it is so hard when you date someone and you in this industry and you're playing either a husband, a boyfriend, you have these makeout scenes, or these kisses you have to do. Because if you're a good husband and you playing like y'all are in love and stuff, you're gonna have to kiss your wife at some point. It's got to look natural. And people don't understand. Number one, I didn't write the script. Now I may have, but if it was my project, I probably did. But in most cases, you don't write the script, and you're playing a role. And people don't understand. It's like a whole bunch of people there. You focus, and you business that's like me. So when I'm on set and I have scenes like that, all I'm thinking about is, number one, is this girl okay? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want her to feel like it's too much. You know what I'm saying? And all that stuff goes through my mind the whole time. So I'm always asking, are you good? You cool?
I do the same thing.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. So I get it, man. I get it. And it's such a hard thing, because you're trying to explain to people, like, even when you do a domestic violence film, like I did, and afterwards people come at you and they don't even want to come near you, bro. They scared to. I like it because that meant I delivered.
You did your job, yeah.
But at the same time, trying to convince them that I'm not that guy. It's just a project.
Yeah.
That's why I had to say that with that one film project. Like, if you see it, it's not me. It's like it's a role. So what's next for you, man? Like, are you are you still focused? Are you still doing your own thing? Because I remember you did say, you know, you wanted to finish up the vampire project that you had. So, but you got a lot of other projects going on as well. What lane are you in right now?
Right now, man, I'm just, enjoying the ride, man, with the acting, man.
Yeah,
booking these roles and getting where I desire to be. You feel me? Where I desire. And you've been in the industry for a while. We all desire
yeah,
that one thing that's gonna catapult us to the next thing, to the next big thing. You feel me?
right,
So my goal, man, is just to keep working and just doing what God asked me to do. I mean, because I've been in the business for a while and I've been wanting to give it up. And I did let it go, but I let it go for all the wrong reasons back in the day. But you always get sucked back in because this is where you're
right.
supposed to be.
Yeah. Now, because you've been in this industry a long time, when you do a movie, are you kind of one of those people after you do a movie you get you real critical of yourself, or do you just let it go and just move on to the next? Because sometimes some people do a movie and they don't even go back and look at it. They just keep going on to the next. I like to learn from my movies and learn from my mistakes. Are you that type of guy?
I'm not, like I told you earlier, I'm really not critical on myself. I do go look at the movies because that's going to help me to see what went wrong on my end to correct it
Right.
for the next one. I love seeing myself, man, because it really puts me in tune to what needs to be done, on the next project.
Yeah.
Because we all got our good sides and we got our bad sides. So you want to make sure that the next time you're doing it on your good side,
Yeah.
you could always learn from yourself. You
Yeah.
could always learn from, yeah.
And now you are sad,
I
correct?
am sad. Yes, sir.
Okay, so can you explain to people who are listening exactly what it means to be sad?
Okay, so SAG, man, is a beautiful thing for me, and for a lot of people, I'm sure, because let me just break it down. SAG has a lot of benefits to it. Insurance,
Yeah.
retirement, and you want those residual checks, and those come from the SAG office. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
SAG is pretty much a union, man, that protects its actors. It protects its actors and help them to, not get dogged out by representation, production companies, the
Right.
whole nine. So they know if you SAG after, they're going to make sure that they're on the up and up because they don't want to lose their license. They could lose their license, or get fined.
Correct.
So it protects you, man. And my thing is, Wardell, man, like I said, doing this for so long, man, being honest with you, that was one of my accomplishments too, to me, because we act, but when you get that SAG, it's a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It catapults you in a whole nother level, and so that was a good feeling for me just to get SAG.
Yeah. Yeah. And what people don't understand, when you get SAG, you can get those big roles. A
Yeah,
lot of people don't understand, and in Atlanta, some people don't get SAG because they still want to do independent stuff. And you
yeah,
can't do that stuff the same way because now you under a whole new guideline.
yeah. But my thing is, so when you do SAG, you can't do independence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It has to be SAG, but like it's cool to not be SAG if that's what you desire. But I don't want to be in the Southeast for the rest of my life. You feel me?
I
I
feel
don't
you.
want to. I don't want to just like work. Southeast. Like New York, LA. You know what I'm saying? I can work those areas because I'm SAG after, and I don't have to worry about trying to get it in order to get the job. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And so, like, I think a lot of people fail to realize that the production companies that are here are coming from LA, right? So
Yeah.
when you do an audition, they ask, "Are you SAG after?" You got better chances of getting that SAG after production because you're SAG. That's what they're used to.
Right. Right.
So it just opens up more doors, for you professionally.
Right. And they do ask that question.
Oh yeah,
It's interesting you said it. They definitely ask if you SAG or
oh yeah, no question.
not.
Yeah.
Yep. And so when you do your projects, are you doing your projects at SAG now, or
You know what? I hadn't done any projects of my own that are SAG, but they probably will be SAG from here on out.
Right.
Yeah, because they have different budget tiers for SAG, independent
Right.
film. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And what's your so in doing all the film project stuff that you've been cast for, because I know you can't talk about a lot of the projects that you've been cast for because you're under contract and people need to understand it's an NDA that people sign and they can't talk about the film project. And all the stuff that you've been, cast for, was there any one of those projects that you went out for and you didn't think, and I'm gonna ask you this question because a lot of people who are trying to get into acting, they don't understand that when you go and you audition, that don't mean you're gonna get the role. They can call you back 2 or 3 times. That don't mean you're gonna get the role. That just mean there's something about you that they like, and they trying to see if you're gonna fit it, or they got somebody else in mind, or you may be competing between 2 or 3 other people.
Yeah.
So when you go and you do a role, do you feel like, are you on the end where you're like, I'm gonna go do this. If I get, I get. If I don't, I don't. Or do you feel some kind of way sometime if they done called you back, you just like, man, I thought I had that one. You know what I mean?
I got you. Yeah. So my thing is now, being honest with you, I don't even trip no more, man. Like I'm so,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know if it's because I've been booking lately back to back. Like I
Right.
don't even like back in the day, man. I used to trip, man. They ain't called me, man. I was pinned.
Yeah.
I got an availability check, and they ain't called me for the role. Man, I'm done with that, man. I'm like, I'm gonna go do this audition. If you hit me up and say, Nasir, you've been on your availability check, I'll be like, okay, I'm available. Then you come back and say, okay, Nasir, you're pinned. Okay, cool, I'm pinned. Until they hit me back and say, this is your booking sheet, you've been booked, I don't even trip it no more, man. I
Yeah.
mean, because
Yeah.
I just keep it moving, bro. Because what's for you is gonna definitely happen for you.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. And I want to tell you once again, congratulations on all your success, because you've been, every time I was turning around for a minute there, every time I turned around, you got booked and booked. And I was like, damn, this joke over there killing it. Like, and I was
Hey, it's been a
happy,
good year.
bro.
It was a good year, man. It was a really good year, bro. I mean, I booked like it's crazy, man, because I booked like 6 projects, man, within 4 months. And yeah, and what was the beautiful thing about it was, so I booked Queens, right? I was old girl's attorney on Queens, but then I ended up getting that role as Louis Farrakhan on Iron, right?
Okay.
So I was supposed to film Queens Monday, but then they came back and said I was supposed to film Queens Monday and Iron on Thursday. They came back and said no, we changed Queens to Tuesday, and so they had to change my flight for Iron to another day because they were gonna fly me out Tuesday. So then they came back and said, no, we changed it to Wednesday. We behind the schedule, so we won't be able to do Queens on Tuesday. They're gonna do it Wednesday.
Oh,
So
wow.
my manager had to call the production and tell them, look, Nasir can't do it. So that was a beautiful thing. I mean, I hate I miss Queens, but I hate I miss Queens, but it's good to be in that type of situation. You know what I'm saying? Like that felt
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. It feels good because it's like you battling between 2 big projects.
Exactly. You battling, yeah.
And
Yeah.
now you have to choose, okay, because I figured the Farrakhan one that's gonna win hands down.
Yeah, but see, I had already did the contract for Farrakhan, so I could not
Right.
have missed that. I did
Right.
a contract for Queens too, but Queens missed their day. Their day was
Exactly.
Monday,
And that wasn't your
so
fault.
that wasn't my fault. So it is what it is. So I just keep it moving.
And so how important is it? Because this is when a manager is needed when these kind of situations are happening. How important is it when you get to a certain level in your career to have a manager?
Oh man, it's real important because my manager, who I have now, man, her name is Andrea. She is on point, bro. Like she go over my contracts, and she go over my pay and make sure that the agents are getting what they're supposed to get. They're important to me. Back in the day, people was like, "No, you don't really need a manager because you don't have no business to manage." Man, please, you need a manager.
Right. Yeah. Because it's easier when you don't have to do all that extra stuff. All you need to do is focus on acting and your manager handle all the behind the scenes stuff. Make sure you get paid, make sure the contract right, all that kind of stuff. I get it, bro.
Yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, actually, Andrea, she repped me for that role. Like she pitched me for that role. So
okay,
they do a lot, man, and it's a beautiful thing, man. When you got a team, man, that really cares about your future, you know?
right, yeah,
it's
yeah.
important.
So are you doing this full time now?
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
I figured you would
Yeah.
have to be getting all those roles and stuff.
Oh yeah. I'm definitely full time, bro. Definitely. Of course, I like to be a businessman and keep creating money when the money ain't coming in from acting. So
Right.
I got other means of making it happen when I need to make it happen.
Because people don't understand, you do have downtime as an actor. It is
Yes,
those
sir.
moments
Yes,
when
sir.
nothing is coming in.
Yeah, until you get that recurring role, bro. Not recurring role. Until you get that series regular, you working. You working.
That series regular is when you done landed a good spot, man.
Yeah. Yeah, you landed in a good spot, man. And it's a couple people we know that have become series regulars,
Yeah.
In a lot of shows, bro. So I'm waiting for my turn, man. I'm claiming it.
Well, it's coming, bro, because you killing it, man.
I appreciate it.
I tell you again, man, I'm happy for you. I'm proud of your success, man, because it's like when you be working with somebody and you see how hard they go and you finally see things start happening for them, it just make you smile, bro, because you just seen they hustle the whole time, So I had to bring you on and end the year off on a good note, you know what I'm saying? Let people know who you are, because I think you're a dope actor. You've been doing some amazing stuff, man, and we got less than 10 minutes left of the show. It's been an honor working with you, man. Before we go, two things. First, what's a bit of advice that you can give to people listening who are trying to get into this acting field? What kind of advice can you give them that's a positive reinforcement?
All right, so my positive is don't let nobody tell you what you can't do. That's one. And another thing, man, is the voice in your head, man, give it a name. And whenever that voice comes up, tell it to get the hell on, because you don't live here. You know what I'm saying? We need all positivity, because at the end of the day, bro, it comes down to the negativity in your head, because what you thinking and what you saying, it goes out to the universe, man. And that stuff is real. Like, it's real, man. So if you thinking negative, all negative things gonna happen. You feel me? So if you get the negativity out your head and start putting positive affirmations, positive will come your way. So yeah, that's my main thing I tell people.
Yeah. And that's real good, man, because a lot of people don't understand, man, that you can get those days, man, when you feel like you just ain't popping. You can start feeling bad about yourself. And you just because there's been times where I had to go and I just picked up a role somewhere just to get myself feeling good about the whole thing again. Because sometimes you just don't know. Sometimes you get in them little moods, or you just feel like, you know what I'm saying, man. You just feel like it's not happening right now,
Yeah. Hey, look, you feel like that because you be wanting to, you be wanting to get the role and get one for the team. You feel me? And when you're not getting them and they're not coming, that thing goes in the back of your head. Oh, they don't want me. I ain't no good. Blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, they want you. It just ain't your time.
Yeah, you're right, bro. Now, how can people reach you, man? Your social media handle, email. How can people contact you if they wanted to reach out to you?
Okay, so my social media is all actor Nasir Rahim, on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, McMob, FickFock. My email is NasirRahim11, that's 11 at gmail.com.
Gotcha. Now, one more thing, and I like to ask this question before we get off. If there was one male actor or female actor that you would like to work with in this industry, who would they be?
The male actor would be Johnny Depp.
Really?
Yeah.
He plays some really out there roles.
Yeah, Johnny Depp, man.
Very powerful actor. Very powerful actor.
Yeah, and female actress. Oh man, It's on the tip of my tongue. Oh my God. How can I forget her name, man? She played on Murder.
She played on Murder.
Yeah, the TV series that came on. Man, she on the
Yeah,
tip of my tongue.
I know what you're talking about.
Not Angela Bassett, but I can't think of her name. But definitely Angela Bassett too. I like Angela Bassett.
Yeah, Andrew Bassett is dope, man. I didn't
Yeah.
think you say Johnny Depp though. That's pretty cool, man. Why Johnny Depp for you?
Because he has so much range, man. Like his range is crazy. And I think I can learn a lot from him.
Yeah, he done played, man. Well, he done played Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory to all kind of crazy stuff, man. He's out there, bro. He out there.
Yeah,
He
he
out
out
there.
there.
I love acting, man. I love, the good and the bad about it. And I love people who just love acting. You know what I'm saying? I love working with a strong actor because it makes me go that much harder.
Yeah. Yeah. When you're around somebody that goes hard, it only makes you better.
Yeah. So on that note, man, Nasir, I appreciate you for coming on, bro. I appreciate you for taking the time, man. And people don't understand, man. You've been going at this for a long time. It's good to see you just thriving, bro. And I know you're gonna get that series regular real soon. I just see it coming, bro. It's gonna happen when you least expect it. You're gonna be on a TV series, and it may be a small role, and they're gonna like you so much, they're gonna say, "Look, we're gonna write you in."
Yeah, that's
That's
what's up,
usually
man.
how it happens.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. And I just want to say to you, man, I pretty much greatly appreciate what you've done by bringing me on, and much success to you too, man, because you've been at it, and I see your show, boy. I see you.
Man, I appreciate you, bro. Thanks for tuning in. And ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is Nasir Rahim. My name is Wardell Richardson, actor, producer, director, right here in Atlanta, Georgia. Make sure you stay tuned to the new season, which is next year. The holidays are coming up, it's Christmas time. So Merry Christmas to everyone who is watching. Happy holidays. Be safe. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all of that, because I won't see you till after the New Year. When we come back, it will be 2022. Man, I remember thinking about 2022 back in the day. I'm like, man, we're going to be on flying cars and, all kind of different stuff. But my next show will be January 13th, 2022. So, happy holidays, everybody. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. God bless, and all that kind of jazz. Once again, this is Wardell Richardson, Nasir Rahim. Thank you, my friend. We are out.